What up, though? Alright, look, man, I just came across this video. What I'm about to show is like 20 minutes long, but this shit right here, man, is like, I don't know, man, it's not a good time to be a rapper. Because the whole narrative is, everything is switching up. And when I say the narrative, that's even the monetary means also as well. But the narrative, man, that's what build the marketing and the hype. That if it's more clickable, then it's gonna raise the stake of the content on what the narrative is laying before you. See, and this shit right here is some other shit, man, what's going on. But I'm finna play this shit, man, and I'm gonna press pause throughout it some time and you know explain some shit. But this shit right here is some other shit. Where we at? Hood Educated. Shout out to Hood Educated.
If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood nigga's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Today we got the pleasure of sitting here with the brother Antonio, who was a victim of finesse 2 times in his team during the shootout at the club in Knoxville. And this brother is going to give us his portion of understanding. He's going to break down what happened. We're going to question him and see what's going on. And hopefully we can come to some type of resolve or come to some type of better understanding. We all have seen the video footage and things like that. But here it is. We have this brother who is still in the hospital, who is willing to sit down with us and give us a full understanding as to what happened. But before we get into all that, we want to extend our get well wishes to the brother, to him.
Before it even start, proof in the pudding that it's a narrative being pushed. Because he talking about the shit before he ain't even been to court yet. But he telling his side of the story, so they finna paint a picture.
And his family members and anybody else that was harmed or was injured in this unfortunate, senseless situation. Brother.
So that's the opportunity for those who not even thinking about it, that would happen to be there, that they say, hey, let me go ahead and let them know my side of the story, because I might be able to get a few dollars out of this too.
Can you introduce yourself to the hood educated resident?
Hey y'all, my name is Antonio Burkhart, and I was security at my Buzz during the finesse 2 times.
Advertisement of the company, so that's gonna bring the stock up of the security company.
Just inform y'all what went on and how everything happened, so everybody understands that it wasn't my Buzz's fault. We took all the precaution.
Who's to say it wasn't their fault? They ain't been to court yet for the people to do their investigation and forensics and everything.
It was necessary for the show. So we're going to clear this up.
All right, so let's start here. Let's get into a look.
You gonna clear it up, so that means what you say is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You in the middle of all this action, but can't see everything. Cause you ducking for your life too. You already got shot 3 times.
Background with yourself. Have you done security for them, or are you a security officer? Is that your main source of income that you do security, or was it just you do security for them whenever artists is coming to Knoxville?
I originally started doing security for Knox Elite, and then I stopped doing security because I had got another job. But with the Finesse Two Times deal, Joseph had asked me to come in personally and do security, so that's why we did.
Okay.
He building his worth. What's your background? That's gonna determine the amount. That could determine the amount what you would have lost based even based off of your experience, your time off now. I'm just
And
saying though.
so just to clarify some things, because a lot of people are saying that there was two security forces there. Finesse two times had his security, and Joseph and them had their security, or was you there to secure Finesse two times and his team as well?
I was there to secure the whole building. We was informed that Finesse would be bringing security, but that's the ones that he brought. I would not call them security at all.
And elaborate on that. Why would you say that right there? I mean, like, was they professional, or was it like just his entourage? Why would you not consider them security? Can you elaborate on that for us?
When you do security, you have certifications. You know how to carry guns. You have level 3 holsters. You move accordingly. You take care of business. You secure the asset. It's a lot of stuff that goes into security that I learned with Knox Elite, and didn't none of those boys have any of the characteristics of a security guard. They didn't have holsters. They had guns in their pants, and we wasn't aware that they had guns until after the fact. But uh, man, it was like he just went to his favorite hood and just picked up a couple of young dudes and brought them in there and told them if anything.
He painting a narrative. What's his rank? Was he one of the ones calling the shot? Or was he put on assignment to be where he was at to get shot? In other words, how they get the guns in? Now, was he part of the security at the front door that made sure everybody got pat down? Or was he placed in the back by the stage and all that shit? See, this is shit that they won't talk about. But this is all elements in it, but this is narrative being painted for the side that they want to show.
Jump off, handle it.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this right here, because from the video footage that's been circulating throughout all social media, we could see Finesse two times sitting there and he's about to rap, and then you can see the brother Joseph. Is Joseph the club owner, or was he the promoter?
Joseph is the club owner.
Okay, then. So we seen Joseph, getting close to Finesse two times and things like that. And a lot of people are saying that they believe that Joseph started this whole thing, right? And
Nah,
so I just want to get your portion of understanding, because you was right there. What was happening?
Of course, he ain't gonna speak against his boss. That's the one side that we've been painted the narrative for whatever reason.
When Joseph was speaking to Finesse two times brother, like, what was going on before everything just went crazy?
okay, so before everything he went crazy, we had the gates up for the fans to keep them back from the stage. We had at least 6 security guards in front of the gates, making sure it was secure. It was a good show. I mean, it was going good. And then they stopped the music, and I guess Finesse wanted to get down closer to the fans, which, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a bad idea, but at the same time, I mean, he's the artist. He can do what he wants to do as long as we secure him. So when he got down and he sat on the speaker, Joseph was already right there before he even sat down on the speaker. We had our head of security, TJ, he was right there, and he was making sure all the crowd stayed back. And the whole situation with what happened was, I don't know, like when Finesse first arrived, he got off the bus already irritated. he was already on some extra. So I don't know if maybe that just carried into what happened. But when Joseph was actually trying to get through to make sure that the people on the other side of the gate wasn't pushing the gate too hard because the gates was coming apart. So he was actually trying to get through to make sure that Finesse was secure. So he was talking to, as you see, he turned around and started talking to Finesse's guard or homeboy or whatever it was, and that's when Finesse jumped up and got aggressive. And then after that, I kind of, Joseph, that's my boy. I'm gonna keep an eye on him the whole time, no matter where he's at. And I stepped a little bit closer, and that's when Finesse's homeboy snuck Joseph. And then that's when I got into it, and then that's when everything went left.
Okay, then. Let me say this right here, brother. You was basically just doing your job, what you came to do.
Yes, sir.
So Finesse boy set it off. He snuck Joseph. Joseph was the club owner who had the braids on in the red. He put his arm on Finesse and said, and everything was cool at that point. I seen that.
And then somehow, uh, because I did see like other security there with guns and stuff like that out. So did Finesse two times have professional security and hood security, or was all his security professional? What would you say?
I don't know if any of them was professional. They might have been a slim few that was professional that probably had their PPSs and carrying permits or whatever and probably certified. But if those was the ones that was certified in doing security, those are the ones that stayed closest to him. All of the other ones that was around Roman was just his entourage, and it was the ones that made everything what it was.
Okay, so when everything started to go up, right? And we seen one.
So you don't know if there's with Finesse said you said that his security that was around him was his security and they possibly could have had the permits and everything, but the lingering motherfuckers and everything, he must have been sure. What makes him so sure that they was Finesse people? Let's see.
His boys fighting with you. Uh, at some point, you got shot. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell us about that? How many times did you get shot? When did you get shot? And when you heard the fire, when you heard the bullets, I mean the guns going up, did you even know you were shot? Like, kind of like, take us to that, when you realized that, hey, I was shot.
The situation when me and Finesse's brother or homeboy was fighting. He was one of the original ones that was trying to fight with Joseph. Joseph had fell to the ground, and I got it. I intervened.
So you know that was Finesse brother. And you said you seen that the other lingering people, there was just lingering people. But now one of them was Finesse brother. Okay.
We fought for a minute, tussled around. His other homeboy jumped in. I was fighting two of them. They pushed me over Joseph. I got back up, tussled with him for another minute, and then that's when their other homeboy sent off 3 shots.
So did you, because there's footage out there right now. I don't know if you are aware of it, but there's footage out there of a man that appears to be grabbing a handgun from his waistband, and truthfully, he don't look like security. He looked like, just a regular dude from the hood or something like that, or maybe one of his homeboys. But you can clearly see him grabbing for a gun.
Yeah.
Were you able to see who produced the gun and shot you? Like, you ain't got to say no names or nothing like that, or give no descriptions, but did you see the person that shot you?
Yes.
You know what? If I was the club promoter, number one, I'll make sure that I know amount of how many guns that his PPS holders how many of them they are, and also my own security, which is part of the police, they'll get their motherfucking registration numbers and these gun serial numbers logged in before they even come to the motherfucking club. So we'll know how many firearms is coming in and who got what, first and foremost.
Okay. Um, after this person shot you, what did they do? Did they run off? Did they
I'm
stay
trying to
there?
figure
Did
out
they
how
try to
all
run
these
up on you and
guns
give you
got
some
in
more
there.
shots?
How all
What
these
was
how all
after
these
you were
weapons
shot?
got
What
in there.
happened? What did they do?
They ran.
Okay.
Hold on, man.
Now,
How the hell did all these other weapons get inside of the damn joint? Who responsible for patting every fucking body down? See, once the security they got they shit registered and logged in to the log, but when they come to the building, you frisk they security too, and make sure they got the weapons that's in the log that they called in earlier for the log and shit. That's part of they getting their fucking money, you know, at the end at the motherfucking when they cause they usually get their half up front and then half afterwards. The other half after the full performance or whatever. So the motherfuckers who got the weapons and shit, when they come with the artists, they getting frisked too. Yeah, yeah, we have this you yeah you the weapon holder, you the PPS holder. Okay, yeah y'all called in, they got the registration. Yep, it all match. I see your card. Yep, serial number on the weapon. Yep, that's the one. We got that logged in. So come on in. Come on in. You got it all logged down.
I don't know if you know this, but today a couple of people have been arrested behind this, right? Two people, from my understanding. And the two people that were arrested are not even from Memphis, Tennessee, period. These people is from Atlanta, and I think one of them was from Louisiana or something like that. Are you aware that people have been arrested?
I think somebody had said there was a Facebook post of somebody
Man,
being.
I'm for the artists and securing the artists, and I'm for the people coming there who's spending their money to have a good ass time. Those are the two main ingredients. Make sure the entertainment is straight and they taking care of and taking care of the motherfucking people who coming in. That's another form of checking in. You didn't pay. You paid though. You checking in. So everybody gotta be fucking secure, man.
Arrested. But I haven't been interested in. I'm fighting my own battles right now.
Okay, then. Now, when they shot you, can you tell us, or when the person shot you, can you tell us where did they shoot you and how many times that you were shot?
I was shot 3 times. I took 2 to the left arm and 1 to the left lower flank.
Sorry to hear that, brother, because I mean that's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta just say it like that. That's fucked up because here it is. You paid to do a job and you there.
This man got shot for going to work. How do you secure your workers and everything? Make sure everything checked in, logged in, ain't no surprises. Everybody came how they was logged in the motherfucking logbook to do. You know what I'm saying?
To really secure him and his team, and these the motherfuckers that shoot you.
Yes, sir.
That
These the motherfuckers that shoot you, but this is your house. So that's why the motherfucking house gotta do everything accordingly to take care of the artists and the motherfucking people. The house gotta tighten the fuck up like virgin pussy. You know what I mean?
just man, I'm talking about that's wild, man. As far as the investigation going on with this whole ordeal, right?
Yeah.
Um, are you guys looking at legal action? Are you thinking about legal action?
I will be suing Finesse 2 times.
Man, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you because I mean, like, ain't nowhere in the hell.
More painting of the narrative. Now, why the hell is you talking about suing, the suit part? You trying to paint the narrative so when they look back on it that I'm just saying though. But this is like the grand plan, boy, the grand scheme of things, a motherfucker, boy.
You should have been shot behind something so simple. Like, I mean, it just was nonsense. It was uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no reason for nobody to produce a gun and to be shooting in a crowd of people like that, man. That senselessness and that's not enough.
How the guns get in into the house? Y'all security. Everybody's supposed to be scrutinized and checked in and shit. And say for God forbid, but say for instance, okay, they didn't have a log, of course, and so they don't know how many guns his personal security bringing in. Say if they came in with they said and had 3 or 4 extra pistols or shit just to disperse to the motherfuckers who got frisked at the front door that didn't have nothing on them. Now, once they make it in, the motherfucking heat already waiting on their ass to get to them when they get in from the motherfuckers who didn't have to check in because they sit in the logbook to see how much what they bringing in. You know what I mean?
We ain't supposed to move like that. You know what I'm saying? And here you is.
I was in the military also, and the street, and did a little time, just a little bit. But where it was detrimental, where you might not last a day where I was at. A day was too
You
goddamn
security,
long.
like I say, I gotta reiterate, you were security doing your job to secure him and his team, and these the motherfuckers that end up shooting you.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that right there. And it makes sense that you will be pursuing, you know what I'm saying, legal actions against Finesse 2 times. Do you know that he is on federal parole? Have you heard anything about that? You know he's on federal parole?
I have heard of that.
Right. And another thing I want to ask you is this right here, brother. The other people.
I understand about getting the interview for your content and everything, but god damn, you damn near making a man like, you know, say if he didn't want to feel like a snitch. This should lead him down the road, but even though he the victim and shit, so why he ain't really snitching, but this today in this society, they like shit, nigga. Any shape, form, or fashion that you helping the police, nigga, you a snitch. You can no longer say I'm a street nigga. You can't, and that's okay though. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with that shit. A law-abiding citizen got a whole lot to lose, especially their number one thing, they goddamn freedom, the little bit that we got. Quito.
People that got shot. How many was it? Because we hearing that a woman got shot and another dude got shot. Do you know how many other people got shot? And was it men and women?
Yeah, my one of my real close friends, my sis, she got shot in the arm. I think it was altogether. I think it was 5 of us.
So 5 people got shot.
Yeah.
And all 5 people that got shot
I thought it was
not
three.
your team shooting
Damn,
at
it's
nobody.
5? I thought it
No,
was
sir.
3.
My team didn't deploy their guns or send any shots.
So everybody that got shot that night and everybody that fired rounds that night came from Finesse Entourage and his security.
Yes, sir. We didn't fire one shot.
Man, that's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Is your friend the one that you said got shot in the?
Man, that's some sad shit. Like, nigga, if I was on the firing end and I had me and 5 of my niggas had pistols and shit, and didn't none of them had no motherfucking pistols, shit must have been moving so goddamn fast that they just was ploo, and just moving around. I'm just saying, goddamn, you gotta notice that it's you and your 5 niggas got pistol, and don't nobody got no pistol pointed at us. So why the fuck is we running around like, is we that scared? Come on, man. This shit is just not adding
Are
up.
they doing okay? How are they doing?
Yeah, she's doing good. My lawyer is actually on his way up here to see me, and we'll both be pressing charges, and we'll be following.
Nigga, that is not how you peacefully secure a perimeter. God damn.
For a lawsuit.
Okay, then. So you guys are gonna do the legal civil and criminal. So you guys are gonna press charges and do the civil lawsuit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then.
Painting
Let me ask you this right here. I don't know if you want to get into it, but I gotta ask you. Because being that this is a shooting, we understand that the police are involved. Have they came and spoke with you and got your statements and stuff like that as to the events and what happened and stuff like that?
They came and spoke to me. Like I said, I'm a street nigga. I ain't got nothing for the police. They say they know that he's the one that shot me. They found him with the gun. Ballistics match up, so they're gonna have to do their job. I'm not gonna go in there and point no fingers. I don't know nothing. I'm a street nigga, but at the end of the day, shit, they say they got him. Let them do their job. But I will be filing for a lawsuit against Finesse.
And let me ask you this, and this is not a dumb question, but the reason why you will be filing this lawsuit is because you believe that Finesse 2 times, his entourage, his security, they are the ones that started all this.
They're the ones that's responsible for everything that happened that night.
So are you going to sue Finesse 2 times and the record labels? Because we got to understand something. He has a
It ain't been to court yet, so shit, don't let this influence you. Please. I don't want to show some shit that's going to influence a motherfucker, man. This is just for information purposes. This is just informational purposes. That's it. Nothing else.
a record label, a major record label behind him. He has minor record labels behind him, you know, Bread Gang.
Wait, and it may or may not be the right information, but you know, it's public. This right here, so far, it's public information because it's in the public.
Mob ties and things like that.
Yeah.
So is this lawsuit just going to be towards Finesse 2 times, or is it going to be against him and his record labels?
Once I get in contact with my lawyer today, we'll figure all of that out.
That's a good, smart thing right there, buddy.
Is it anything, man, that you want to tell the audience, man, to let people know your side of the story? If it's something that I did not cover, is it anything that you would want to let the people know?
I just want to let everybody know there's a lot of speculation and everything about Knox Elite Security and everything that had to do with the whole thing. Knox Elite Security, man, we searched everybody. We made them take off shoes. We frisked females, males. It didn't matter who it was. If you came through that door, you got searched. Nobody in that crowd had any guns. We was not aware that Finesse's people had guns. We knew that he had.
The logbook. The club promoter, the owner. Yeah, we know that y'all want to secure y'all artists, and we understand that y'all got some PPS, you know, license holders. So how many firearms, how many weapons will y'all be bringing in? Oh, 5? Okay, well, we're gonna write down your license number right here in our logbook, along with the weapons registration number, the serial number. Make sure y'all send all that information over. And once y'all come in to the back, when we frisk y'all security, make sure that they have the matching weapon that we have in this logbook. Thank you.
Security, and we thought that they had PPSs and everything, which I think a couple of them did. But the young ones that came in there that did all the shooting, we did not know that they had guns. We did not let them in with guns. And if we would have known that they had guns, they would have never made it in there.
That's fair
My
enough.
was not responsible for anything that happened. That was all finesse 2 times.
Y'all
All
let them
right,
in,
brother.
y'all
How
sick.
was before we get up out of here?
Y'all
How
let
was
them in, y'all sick,
you know,
man.
Joseph and Hope? You know, have you spoke with them? Because I understand that they are the club
They
owners. Have
allowed
you
them
spoke
in,
with
they
them? Have they
sick,
showed
so
you any support or
whose
anything
fault
like that?
is it?
Yes,
They
Joseph
shit ain't
and
together.
Hope and his daughter.
They still got
They all
down
show
shit
me
together
love.
out
We're
there.
like family. I've spoke to them multiple times since I've been in here.
And how are they holding up under this whole ordeal? Because man, that was crazy. How are they doing?
Man, it's so much going on, man. There's really no way to hold up and how to explain what went on because everybody is still lost for words.
Well, once again, brother, I appreciate you coming on the show, man, giving us your portion of understanding. Man, I hope that you get well. Do you have any social media? Do you have a GoFundMe page? Because I understand, man, that you know you've been shot 3 times, brother, and those medical bills are going to be piling up because I know they had to do surgery and all type of stuff on you, man. So, do you have a GoFundMe or any way that the hood educated residents can support you, man, through your toiling right now?
It's part of the payment for the information. This is info to die for. First hot off the press.
Just let us know.
I do have one. If you go to Sydney Owens' Facebook page, she set up a GoFundMe for me, and I think that's the only page you can find it on. You might be able to find it on mine at Barry Maxwell. But yeah, I do have a GoFundMe.
Okay, now, so what I would do is I'll go check out your pages and things like that, and then I'm going to leave the link to his GoFundMe page in the comment section, pinned at the top of the comment section. So if anybody would like to support this brother, help him with his medical bills and any other bills that he got, I would encourage you to donate to the brother. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there.
Welcome to the age of information. The motherfucking age of information. Info to die for. Hood educated.